Hey, is Amazon starting to take over your mind or your imagination at night? Or maybe you're just kind of upset that, they're holding the strings when it comes to your customers. Well, not to worry. We've got a few ways that we can deal with this, and I'm going to talk about that here shortly. So first off, I'm Adam Moody. If you would like help with this sort of implementation of building your brand profitably, you can head to profitbyemails.com or Oasis Optimization and find out more there. But let's talk about this. Even if you've tried this in the past, it will work, but you've got to keep trying and build your brand. So, first of all, let's look at a couple different ways that we can do this. And none of these are that complicated. That's the crazy part, right? But you've got to start implementing them and start seeing what works best with your particular audience, with your niche, with your demographic. So one of the things you can do is to start offering alternative ways to get to your product, right? A lot of times, if it's e-commerce, we think, okay, well then that's generally like a harder sale. We go direct from advertisement to sale, which nothing wrong with that. And if that's working for you, keep doing it. But if you want to build your brand, if you want to build your own email list and you want to build something that stands on its own and can grow, profitably and large, then you've got to start thinking about some different ways to do things. So for a concrete example, let's say that you want to start gathering emails, which can be really hard to get if you're going direct to a marketplace. So the way you could maybe do that is to offer a discount code. If you're able to send out unique coupon codes or even non-unique, depending on how you want to set it up, right? You could first of all have them stop off and say, hey, we want to give you a discount on this product that you just read about or saw on this ad. If you opt in here, you'll get that and we'll send you on your way, all right? So easy peasy, nothing crazy about that. And that you can get more complicated with that. You can, send them the coupon code in the email to make sure that they give you a good email. But again, don't overthink it. Just do this simple part first, and then you can go from there. The other thing with that is like a cool info product. Depending on what your product is, it could be a physical product, it could be a service, but you could have something, again, that's opt-in, but you're not discounting it, but maybe you have, off the top of my head, let's say you're selling the checkers set and you're going to sell the ultimate checkers guide, or rather give that to them and say, hey, if you opt in here, we're going to give you the free checkers guide and then send them on to the product. So obviously, please don't do that. I can't imagine that there's a lot of money in checkers, but that's the general idea. And then secondly, you do have a store set up, right? Like your own store, because if you want to build your own brand, you're definitely going to need that. So Shopify, WooCommerce, whatever it is that you use. And then last but not least, setting up your email communication, right? You do need to be able to talk to people. The whole goal of building your own brand and separating away from something like Amazon is to build that brand, which means you have to keep in contact, right? Amazon keeps in contact with its customers. I guarantee you, as a customer of Amazon, they do. And you need to do the same thing. So there's lots of tools you can do this. It doesn't matter what the tool is, so long as it's the right one for you. For e-commerce, I generally recommend something like Klaviyo, and then setting up the campaigns and the flows. And that just means, regular emails should go out. The automations like post-purchase flows, things that, get people more engaged and, make them happy that they bought, as well as the regular campaigns, letting people know what's going on, drawing them back to your store, providing value, while also making sales. So it can, of course, get more complicated, but it just depending on where you're at, this could seem like a big step. If you've got one or two of these pieces, it may not be that big of a deal. The only thing I would say from here is to just start implementing. If you haven't tried an opt-in funnel yet, set that up. That's something that you could do over the weekend. You just need an opt-in page, you need a thank you page, and connect it to an email system, right? And you could do that easily and very cheaply, depending if you have maybe a WordPress site that you could use to do this. You could sign up for something like ClickFunnels and try the trial, Kartra. There's a lot of systems out there that let you do this very rapidly, so the barrier has really been lowered. All right, and you can start to see some results pretty quickly. So head to Oasis Optimization or Profit by Emails if you'd like to talk about this more with myself. You can book a call and go from there. But as a last note on this, just get out there, start implementing some of this, and start building your own brand.